All right, welcome in everybody. Dirt Racing Network's live coverage of the Great Lakes Sim Racing Series. Tonight from Kokomo. Got about 15 of these guys checked in here tonight. We got about 3.5 minutes of practice going on still. Joining me in the booth, as is my typical Sunday night partner, Dominic Santino. Welcome, Dominic. Let me get him unmuted real quick for you folks. There we go.
Hey, Roger.
Yes.
Hey, Roger, glad to join you.
Sorry, buddy. Had you muted. Was doing a whole bunch of other stuff and forgot to unmute your mic. I can't find the full chat for Restream right now, so we may not have multi-chat tonight for whatever reason. Either way, it looks like a little bit smaller field than what we're used to for these guys tonight. They are about the midway point of the season, starting the second half of the season. Race number 7 right here has been a fantastic beginning of the season. And it seems like with the tracks opening up and guys being able to be out at the track, maybe the participation starting to wane just a little bit across the board for everybody.
Yeah, I definitely have to agree. That would be my stipulation as well. But we'll see what happens. Like you said, about 15 cars. I mean, it's not going to be any good action out there on the track. So might be a shorter night, but we still have some racing nonetheless.
Yep, always good to have racing. Those of you who are taking the time to spend with us this evening, we appreciate it. Don't forget to drop by the Facebook page, The Dirt Racing Network. Like, share, and follow if you're over on YouTube or Twitch. Subscribe over there. You'll know when we go live. Sunday nights, Monday nights, and Thursday nights as of right now. 2 shows on Sunday nights, 2 shows on Mondays, and 1 on Thursday. I think things will pick back up a little bit more when we get to the fall, and there'll be a whole lot more racing going on. But these guys doing a really, really good job right now of maintaining what they got. I wanted to grab the points here and see. I know Mike Keegan was leading the points. Leading it by a pretty substantial amount, too. Like 70 points or something. But I was going to grab it real quick and read it off. Go ahead with your thought there.
Oh, I got it right here, Roger.
Oh, good deal.
Keegan's on top with 1,263 points. Then it's Diller with 1,197 and Stanball with 1,131.
So not that far, but 60 odd points there? 65, 66?
66, yep.
Yeah. So still doable with 6 weeks to go. These guys ready to get at it here tonight. Had a few more cars pull in. Got about 16 logged in. I think about 15 of those guys are racing. So a couple of heat races and straight to our feature, I think, tonight. They might have a dash. A little 4-car dash to set up the front couple rows. Inside, 30 seconds to go. We'll get ready to go to our pre-race ceremony. So sit back and get ready to feel like you're really at the racetrack, folks.
And now, please welcome Pastor Sam Foley from Port Orange, Florida, to deliver tonight's invocation.
Father, we ask today that you protect and bless those who participate in this race. May they use good sportsmanship and respect for each other. And we'll thank you and praise you in Jesus' name, amen.
We take you down onto the track for our opening ceremonies.
Ladies and gentlemen, please rise. Please remove your hats.
Oh, say can you see by the dawn's early light what so proudly we hailed at the twilight's last gleaming, whose broad stripes and bright stars through the perilous flight o'er the ramparts we watched were so gallantly streaming, and the rocket's red glare, the bombs bursting in air gave proof through the night that our flag was still there. Oh, say does that star-spangled banner yet wave o'er the land of the free and the home of the brave.
All right, big thank you to the Foley boys once again, getting us going pre-race here. All right, now Ty Williams, 11.921 seconds atop the qualifying pylon. Tyler Street behind that, Trevor Berry, Sam Whitty, and Chris Verder rounding out that top five. Be getting ready to put these guys out here for a couple of heat races. See if Mike Keegan can extend tonight, Dom. Make that lead a little bigger.
Definitely one of the favorite for sure. Can't never count him out.
Want to say hi to Tim Nichols, Matt Henninger. I know both of them were in chat and they were watching. Hopefully they're still watching. Usually Tim sets us up a watch party, so a big thank you to him. And Matt, huge supporter of all things dirt racing. See some of the regular suspects logging in. Hello, everybody. Welcome in. About 20 seconds to go before we put our first heat race down on the track. I want to say thank you to Beacon Bridge, Advanced Heat and Air, Midland Steel, Tim Sims, Wicked Cushion Esports, Super Clean, Kistler Racing Products, Engler Machine and Tool, Campbell's Performance, Specialty Fuels, Midland Steel, Hoosier Tires, and Engine Pro for everything that they do for the series. Great bunch of sponsors. Cars starting to grid out on the front stretch for us. Let's get down here. Go through our starting lineup. Specialty Fuels providing your starting lineup tonight. Brad Lamberson. The Milling CMF Skills Gaming Vanderpool Racing at number 27 out of Parma, Michigan. Slated to be on the pole. On his outside, the Carcrafters Toppertown, number 38 out of Albuquerque, New Mexico. Travis Oldfield behind the wheel. Row 2 on the inside, the 7B car. Extreme Indoor Karting, Sandbagger Sim Team from Clio, Michigan. It's Tyler Berry. And on his outside, the Not Enough Room, PBR and Team Bad Boy, number 127 out of Parma, Michigan, Ty Williams. Row 3 on the inside, the Greg Dahlman Racing Sandbagger Sim Team. He's not driving the number 11. No telling what number he's driving tonight, the 42 or the 5, and I think it's going to be the 5 car tonight. He's out of Tampa, Florida. It's Mad Max Stambon on his outside in the Flint Hamilton Trucking HBM number 39 from Coldwater, Michigan, Tyler Rankin. And on the back row, the Ultimate Dirt TV, Tim Sims Styles. And number 1X out of Pittsburgh, Indiana, Mason Hannigan. And on the outside of him, the Dirt Armada Wicked Cushion Next Gen Fab Team ABR, number 22 out of Metamora, Ohio, Jason Nygaard. Green flag in the air. Heat race number 1 underway. Quickly out in front of these guys, Brad Lamberson, but he doesn't hold it for long as he slides out of turn 3 and gives up the lead to Travis Oldfield, the 38 car on the outside right there. Working the high side, getting away from everybody. Max Stambaugh now settles himself into the 3rd position. Caution flies for the first time. Not sure if it's Ty Williams and Tyler Rankin or not, but we'll go back. Yeah, these two getting hooked up. Whoa, little dipsy-do, little tippy over, and a flip back to his wheels, and they'll get him going. Probably continuing this one.
Yeah, I saw them get connected there as they headed down the backstretch. Figured there might be a caution coming. Didn't know if they were able to get it back going straight or not.
Well, I think they were able to get away from what they were into. They were in the opening back there down the backstretch right before you get into turn 3, and I think they were able to get the cars righted, and everybody's going to fall back into order. It's going to be Oldfield, Lamberson, Berry, Stambaugh, Hannigan, Williams, and Rankin in that order. At least one more time around, the light's still on the pace truck. Should go off of this time. He'll dump in right off the exit of turn 2. We'll get ready to go back to green. Single file on our restarts here. We're just waiting for Travis Oldfield to find the throttle pedal. He does, and we are racing once again. Oldfield able to hold off everyone getting through 1 and 2 that time. He leads lap number 5. 4 to go this time. Max Stambaugh, the 5 car, and a nice slide job there to get around Brad Lamberson. Lamberson trying to fight back on the bottom. Looks like if he doesn't get that thing moving quickly, he's going to give up another spot. Trevor Berry up working on the high side. He's got to run down the backstretch. Move him to position number 3. Mason Hannigan now trying to work around. They're going to make a 3 wide going into 1. Hannigan went to the bottom. Lamberson got pushed to the middle, and Berry went to the top. A good crossover from Berry. White flag coming out. Berry almost stopped the car back there in front of Hannigan. Hannigan tried to miss him, couldn't do it, but Travis Oldfield looks like he's going to pick up the heat race number 1 win. And he does win the Kistler Racing Products heat race number 1. Stambaugh second, Lamberson third, and Hannigan fourth. Ty Williams, Tyler Rankin, then Trevor Berry. That slide job there in 3 and 4 coming to the white flag just didn't quite work out for him.
That was good action back there between Hannigan, Lamberson, and Berry. Unfortunately, Berry just caught the bad end of the deal there, but that was a good action there in heat number 1.
Yeah, maybe Heat 2 will provide some of the same action as we get ready to get these guys out on our front stretch. We'll run down our starting lineup. On the pole, the MacFab and Welding, number X from Fremont, Ohio. It's Mike Keegan, your points leader, and on his outside, the Roogies Wicked Cushion, number 3V from Elyria, Ohio, Chris Verda. A row 2 on the inside, the 5 car. It's a Linder Digital Motorsports machine of Sam Whitty, and on his outside, the Sofa King Fast Sim Sports. Number 15 of Tyler Street from Fredericktown, Ohio. Row 3 on the inside, Elida Machine and Tool, number 1 of David Diller out of Elida, Ohio. And on his outside, the Shinderly Properly Shinderly Motorsports, number 41 from Berkeley, Michigan, Thomas Shinderly. And on the back row, all by himself, the Hornblaster.com, number 44 from Trenton, Michigan, Donald Swanson. Get ready to let these guys go green right here out of turn number 4. Final heat race.
Green flag, green flag.
Green flag in the Engler Machine and Tool heat race number 2. Our final heat race of the evening for the Great Lakes Sim Racing Series is underway. Good move right there. Chris Verda took a slide job, made a crossover. He had to lead at the line with Keegan trying. Now Verda's into the fence, car sideways. Everybody misses him. He is going to fall clear to the back. That's going to let Tyler Street have a run at the front. He couldn't hang on to it long. Making it back right here out of 2. He does, crosses over Keegan. Now he stays on the top side to keep the line covered. Good battle at the front right now. Keegan and Street trading sliders back and forth. Now Street gives himself about 2 car lengths of cushion right there. Laps happen quick here, 11.5 seconds. These guys getting around. It's Street, then Keegan. Whitty running in third, but Whitty's got company on the inside. Donald Swanson, 44 machine, took it down low. See where he's at when he comes out. He loses a spot to David Diller. Diller missing the front wing off of that number 1 car, but he's 3 wide on the front stretch, and he takes both spots. Heading into 1, got a little tap in the left rear from Swanson. That cost him 4th position there for just a second, but he's got it back right behind Whitty. Keegan on the final lap. Slide job from Street. Street gonna come back by. Tyler Street picks up the win in the heat race. Great action from our 2 leaders. Keegan was second, Whitty, Diller, Swanson, Shinderly, and then Verda. That's the kind of action we're going to get treated to in the feature. This is going to be one heck of a race.
Yeah, we said at the beginning it was short on racers, but both heat races were exciting. And Mike Keegan gave it all he had there on those last lap in both those corners.
Yeah, Keegan was trying to throw it right through there. Now we're in the warm-up. We are going to watch. We're going to be looking for 4 cars to roll out here for the pole dash. And I see several. Looks like they may forego the pole dash. Let the boys out here and let them have some fun. So while they do that, we will do this.
Got a country swagger, keep the music turned up and got moves like Haggard. You can find us hanging out every night. It's a little bucked up, but we're all alright. Don't hurt your dream. Hey, let me hear you sing that I do what I want, do what I please, and all the bartenders let me drink for free. Everybody knows my name, and to me, you know it's just a game. Well, I get on stage and give the fans my heart, 'cause thanks to them, I'm a big old star. Sometimes it's easy, sometimes it's hard. It's a day in the life of a hillbilly rock star. Hillbilly rock star.
All right, big thank you to our friends over at Tim Sims, great supporter of the Dirt Racing Network. Watching these guys burn the track in just a little bit may open up a couple of more racing lines there. Won't make it so top dominant handful of cars, and it may take them the entire practice session, or the warm-up session, excuse me, to get that thing burned in. But don't forget, tomorrow night, folks, right here at Dirt Racing Network, 8 o'clock Eastern. Mike Peterson and Dominic Santino will be back in the booth. Dirt Slingers, Monday night Thunder Series. Race number 1 will be at Williams Grove. That's their fixed setup series, 360 wing sprint cars. Then they'll follow that immediately with the open setup guys. They will be heading over to Lanier. Second show will start within just a few minutes of the first one ending. Be sure that you mark your calendar, mark the time down. Don't miss that. Always a great show. Dom and I'll head out of here, head from Kokomo. We're going to head to Dirt Series Promotions. Watch their super late model guys get at it for a while tonight. That's been an exciting series. I know the same guy's been winning, but still the racing's been phenomenal.
Yeah, and he has to be a heavy favorite to win again tonight. The performance we saw last week was super impressive. It's a long feature, but a lot of good racing.
Yeah, 73 laps, and he went to the back on about, lap 12 or 13, and he ended up leading about the last 12 or 13 of that thing and driving away, so he's going for 4 in a row tonight. Pulled off the hat trick last week. Looks like sessions advanced. We're getting ready to go to our feature tonight. Our A main, 35 laps, presented by Midland Steel and Advanced Heating and Air. Get the boys down here. Get ready to run through our starting lineup. On the pole will be the 38 car of Travis Oldfield to his outside, the 4 car of Tyler Street. Row 2 on the inside, the 5 car, Mad Max Stambon on his outside, and the X Machine, Mike Keegan. 1X on the inside of row number 3, Mason Hannigan to his outside, the 5 car of Sam Whitty. Row 4, the 27 of Brad Lamerson on the inside, the 1 machine of David Diller. Row 5 inside, the 127, Ty Williams on his outside, the 44 of Don Swanson. The 6th row inside, the 39 car, Tyler Rankin, the outside, the 41 of Thomas Schinderly. And on the back row on the inside, the 7B of Tyler Berry to his outside, the 13V of Chris Verda. So they'll jump into a quick 4 wide. Salute to you, the fans, for tuning in and watching. We appreciate it as much as the drivers do. Quick 4 wide down the front stretch. They'll get back to 2x2. Get ready to go green. This time out of turn number 4. They may hold this. They may pace for one lap here.
Green flag, green flag.
And they will not, so they will run 37 laps for our feature tonight. And we are off and running. Oldfield had it through the middle until Street came off the top side right there. He takes the lead down through 3 and 4. And Oldfield takes it back off of 1 and 2. And Oldfield took it back in 3 and 4. They were 3 wide, headed into 1 right there.
All right, man.
Caution at the back of the field. Tyler Rankin, I see, getting out of turn 4 pretty slow. Let's go back and see what happened to Tyler. He was around already. We'll go all the way back and watch him come out of 2. He's 2 wide in tight quarters with Williams right there. Oh, he got slowed down on the bottom, got a little bit of help from behind. Thomas Schinderly got into him. So they'll get the 39 car rolling, have him join the back of the field. Didn't look like that. No, he's too heavy a contact. Pretty innocent little deal there, but Rankin got around, and because they were already getting stretched out, leaders were coming through 3 and 4.
Back on the pace car. We're not going green this time. We are not going green.
They extend the caution for at least one more lap. Missing the 22 car of Jason Nygaard. I see Jason was in the chat. That's why you don't have cats. Just going to throw it out there, Nygaard. All right, we should get the pace truck in. This time they'll be going green out of 4.
Green flag, green
There's
flag.
your green flag. We're back underway. Oldfield. A good run that time down the back stretch. Showing a car out of position right now. We'll see what happens. Showing the 39 car of Tyler Rankin as the leader. That is incorrect. It's Oldfield, then Street, then Keegan Stanbaugh, and Hannigan, your top 5. We know Mason Hannigan is going to stay up there married to that outside wall, try to keep that right rear as close to it as he can without touching it. We've seen him do this before at this track, and he makes a lot of headway with that. All right, now Travis Oldfield. Tyler Street got into the fence a little, and that cost him second position. Might have cost him third. Stanbaugh slid him. He's able to get back around Stanbaugh. Oldfield, Keegan, and Street, 1, 2, 3. Stanbaugh is right there. Now Stanbaugh works the slider line down to the inside, almost clips the tires down on the entry to 1. Watch these guys come out of 3 and 4 and go down into 1 and 2 from the infield. Right along the tire barrier on the inside. Good battle right there. Second, third, and fourth. Caution one more time. Not sure who that's for. Is it Schinderly's car? Looks like Schinderly is sideways again. May not have been for him. Maybe for somebody in front of him. It was. Yep, nope. It was for him and Tyler Rankin. Those two just having a whole new type of deal, as they just can't stay away from each other. Magnets in both of those cars, it looks like. We will wait and see how this shakes out here real quick. Yep, still showing Rankin as the leader, and he is not the leader. Travis Oldfield, the 38 car, is our leader. Mike Keegan, Tyler Street, Mason Hannigan, Max Stanbaugh, David Diller, Brad Lamberson, Donald Swanson, Chris Verta, Ty Williams, Sam Whitty, Trevor Berry, Tyler Rankin, Thomas Schinderly, in that order. Once again, the lights are off on the pace truck. Still 28 laps on the board. Been kind of fast and furious thus far, hasn't it, Dom?
Yeah, we had a couple cautions, but we're getting up to speed a little bit. Hopefully the track continues to work its way in, and we see good racing we've seen so far.
All right, green flag back in the air. Oldfield leading them into 1 and 2. Keegan on the top side with him. Looks like the top half dozen right on the outside. riding up on the extra, banking the extra berm that builds up right there in the corners. This time out of turn number 2. Mason Hannigan goes around the top side of Tyler Street. Street leaving that lane at the top open, and I think we just saw why as he licked the fence coming out of turn 4 with the right side. He gives up a spot to Max Stambaugh right there. Mad Max moves himself into 4th. Here comes David Diller on the bottom. The one car right there on the inside. He's making up a little bit of ground as he may come out of turn 2 with 5th spot in his pocket, and he does. David Diller working the bottom now. Street fights back on the high side, finds some momentum, keeps the car in line long enough to take the spot, and caution one more time. Once again, Shinderly, and then a big crash for Ty Williams. Let's go back and see what happened to Thomas Shinderly here. He's down in 1 and 2 about right here. Looks pretty good. Comes to the high side down the short backstretch. Goes way up on the cushion. Car wiggled. Looks like he found a little bit of grip with the right. Didn't have that car set on the angle. Puts it into the outside wall. And then Ty Williams comes along and he sees the car finally. Nothing he can do. He slams the right rear end of the fence as well. So the 41 and the 27 car both in the infield.
They both went for quite a ride.
I was going to say, interesting sequence of events there, Dom.
Yeah, I think they both needed a tow truck right there.
All right, Pace Truck's going to head to the infield. We're going to get back to racing again. Got a black flag being displayed, it looks like, on the front stretch. That don't look good. I'm hoping that's just a shadow and we're actually holding a yellow and he's about to hold the green flag.
Green flag, green flag.
The green flag back in the air. About 23 laps left in this one. Still, Oldfield, Keegan, Hannigan, Stambaugh, Diller, your top 5. Tyler Street and David Diller having a whale of a battle right here. Diller right against the tires on the inside. He takes 4th. Now he's on the hunt. He's looking to take on Mad Max Stambaugh right there. Stambaugh with a good run on the outside. He goes middle. 3 and 4. Diller goes bottom, and Diller's got the spot. Diller now takes over the 4th position. Moves Stambaugh back to 5th, but Stambaugh goes right back up to the cushion. Not content to just give that away. Wants to try to use as much of the momentum as possible, and once again, caution on the speed. I think this time might be the 27 car, Brad Lamberson. He found the fence coming out of 4. Finds the fence in 1 and 2, and a tumble in we will go. We'll see if that car's all right and see if we can get him back into the back of the field again. He'll take the 27 milling machine into the pits. The boys say it's all right. Get it back out there. That means he'll go to the back of the field. Probably falling behind the 5 car, Sam Whitty right here. We'll get ready to go to the front. Lights will go off on the Pace Truck. We should be going back to green right at the halfway point. About 1 lap shy of halfway tonight.
All right, man. Lights are back on the pace car. We're not going green this time. We are not going green.
Having a problem giving a car, I believe, away around the 27 of Ty Williams, the 127 machine of Ty Williams, getting waved back on to the lead lap and put to the back of the field. The lights off on the Pace Truck, and we're going to go green out of turn 4. That Pace Truck will make a hard left right there as you see him coming down into turn 3. Oldfield back on the throttle, green flag in the air, and he got a great jump on Keegan. Gave himself about 4 car lengths going into turn 1. Hannigan still third. Diller and Stambaugh back into their teeter-totter battle. Stambaugh finds the outside fence, but still takes 4th away from David Diller. Tyler Street in behind. They were 4 wide behind that for a split second. Verta was on the inside. Then Rankin, Swanson, and Street stacked up from inside to out. Street's got the best of it right now. He's hanging on to 6. Swanson is running in the 7th spot. Rankin is trying to do something on the bottom. He's got 8th. Barry has 9th, and Verda now has 10th. Here comes Whitty. Lamberson working his way around the top side. That is 12th position. These guys go down the backstretch where they are compared to the leader. About half a track between 1st and 14th right now. We're getting down to about 13, 14 laps to go. Just that time by, and Keegan's going to make a slide job, try to take the lead. Couldn't do it that time, and we hear metal bending. Chris Verda's car seems to be worse for the wear. He went off of 4, got to the outside, and there was a car already there. Swanson's car was already up against that fence. So the 3V machine of Chris Verda. Heavily damaged, missing a lot of sheet metal, but somehow that front wing managed to stay on that car. Well, it'll keep the engine cooler if nothing else, Dom.
That's for sure. At the wrong place at the wrong time, and got a little contact.
Yep. So we'll get ready to line them up. Lights go off on the pace truck again. 13 laps left in this one. Still Oldfield, Keegan, Hannigan, Diller, and Stambaugh, the top 5.
Green, green, green.
Another good start for Oldfield. That time Hannigan took a quick peek to the inside of Keegan, but he wasn't able to do anything with it. Now Diller worked to the bottom line, and he was all the way into second for just a moment. But both Keegan and Hannigan were able to work back around. David Diller making the bottom work now. He has 3rd for sure. He is working on Keegan for 2nd. The 1 car right down in the sticky stuff on the bottom. Keegan's trying to make a run at Oldfield right here, but he's in the same tire tracks, and it's hard to pass a guy when you're following right behind him. So at some point, Keegan's going to have to change his line. And right now, David Diller right along the inside, and he is making that work. Caution. Who was that one for? Was that for Rankin? Oh, yeah, Tyler Rankin, Sam Whitty, contact going into 3. Whitty thought he was going in a little bit hotter than he did. A little touchy touch on the left rear. And a quick spin around.
Rankin's had himself a little bit of a tonight.
He's had a lot of fun, hasn't he?
That's for sure. How about David Diller, though? We mentioned in the open he needs to start chipping away at the points, and he's sure doing his best on that bottom line. Ahead of Keegan now. That would help him in the situation.
Yeah, he has put himself into 2nd, and he is running the bottom. About the only car that's doing anything at all down there that's positive. And he has gotten himself worked all the way up to 2nd. I'm pretty sure he's going to be challenging for the lead right here. 8 laps to go. When we go back to green, and they will do that out of turn number 4 is the pace truck. Hard left into the infield out of turn 2. Just waiting on Travis Oldfield to pick up the throttle right here in the middle of 4. He does.
Green, green, green.
And David Diller timed him up pretty good. We'll see who's got what coming out of turn 2. Diller around the bottom. Maybe got through there a little hot. Got the right rear end of the slick stuff. And now he gets it back down to the bottom where he was in the previous run. And he has the lead at the line. New leader. David Diller taking over the bottom and the lead all at the same time. David Diller's working out of turn number 4. Mike Keegan has gone topside. He had 2nd for a moment. Everybody else going to the bottom now. They have got Oldfield trapped in the middle. Keegan's on the top. Hannigan's on the bottom. Stambaugh's down on the bottom. Everybody chasing the guy that went there first. 4 laps to go this time out of turn 4. David Diller, then Mason Hannigan. Mike Keegan, the only car in the top 3 not running on the bottom. Max Stambaugh is working around the bottom. Oldfield went back to the top. Laps ticking down quickly. Diller, 3 to go that time. He's got Hannigan. Hannigan tried to slide it in lower, couldn't get it done. He is trying to move Diller up the hill, show him the right front. This time he gets him out of turn 4. Mason Hannigan, your new leader, with 2 laps to go. Mason Hannigan, David Diller, Mike Keegan in that order. White flag coming out this time. Hannigan and Diller on the bottom. Can Diller get a run right here? Move Hannigan up in 3 and 4. He couldn't do it right there. He loses ground. Out of turn 4. Checkered flag in the air. Mason Hannigan wins it. Oh, David Diller was out of shape, and that's going to let Keegan pick up second. Max Stambaugh comes home in third. So a complete reversal. Diller worked it to perfection down there until the final corner. And a big mistake by him. And he comes home in fourth. Let's get these guys moved here. Stambaugh, Hannigan, and Mr. Keegan. All right. We won't get a picture. We will not have an image tonight of Mr. Stambaugh's car, as he already had gotten out of his machine. But we will talk to Max nonetheless. Max Stambaugh. Mad Max, are you there, buddy?
Yeah.
All right, man. Well, a huge mistake by Mr. Diller on that last lap there. You squeak by and pick up third tonight, man. Talk to us about this crazy race that we had here at Kokomo.
Yeah, it was pretty good. So, didn't get the job done this week. Didn't get the job done Friday in real life either. So, just a little short all weekend. So we'll regroup and try again next time.
Well, it looked like the track kind of started to change, and Diller found something on the bottom there a long time before some of you guys, but as soon as everybody went to the bottom, you guys started making up ground. How did you notice? Was it when he went by you that he was on the inside that you decided the bottom was going to be a better spot?
Yeah, I wasn't making no ground up top, so once I saw Diller on the bottom, I figured I better do that. So Mason got down to the bottom as well, and he ran a good race, so congrats to him. And yeah, it was definitely around the bottom, not a normal deal around here, I don't think. So congrats to him, and we'll take third.
All right, man, who's on the car helping you get it done? We'll let you celebrate, and hopefully your luck will change both in the real world and here in the sim world.
Just Sam Bagger Sim Team, Trevor David, Steve Irwin Flying Zero, Greg Dahlman Racing. That's about it. Everybody that keeps me in touch, and we keep going.
All right, man. Thanks for chatting with us. Congratulations on third again, and we look forward to seeing you later this week, buddy. All right, your third place finisher, Max Stambaugh. Let's get Mr. Keegan in here. Mike Keegan.
Yes.
All right, man. A hard-fought second place. Diller had you guys, and he makes a huge mistake out of turn 4. You come home second. Talk to us about this race, man.
Yeah, I'm not sure what happened, but I was really good around the top. It just took me too long to get around Oldfield. And if they would have maybe had the track a little more worn in, I think the top would have been more even, I think, towards the end. But, yeah, Mason went to the bottom and got around Diller. I don't know what happened to him, but yeah, I just stayed up top, and maybe Mason and them got racing and get together or something. But I'll take a second. A lot of fun racing with them guys, and we'll go on the next week.
Yeah, it should extend your points lead just a little bit over the two trailing you, because they both finish behind you. So another great week of racing for you, man. Who helps you get it done out there before we let you head off?
Yeah, I got to thank MAK Fab. I got to thank my MKR, everybody who kind of helps my team. MAK Salon. I got to thank you for broadcasting, and Barry for putting this together.
All right. Congratulations on a great run tonight, and we look forward to seeing you later this week, buddy.
Thank you.
Second place finisher, Max Stambaugh. Let's get our winner tonight in here. Mason Hannigan, you there, buddy?
Yes, sir.
All right, man. Well, you got it done tonight. Well, first of all, tell us about the track out there. Looked like the line changed a couple of times, and you had to search a little bit, but there at the end you found the bottom.
Yeah, it's I don't know. It was a different track because it being reset there right at the end or right before the heat races, and got really tacky. And then once it slicked off, it was around the top, I think, and then top slicked off, and it got really black up there. And then once it, the bottom came back in. So Diller passed us on the bottom, so I might as well give it a shot, and I did. And I just ran it a little bit better than him and was able to get around him.
Well, I wanted to ask you about that. It looked like you tried really hard at the beginning of about 2 to go there, maybe 3 to go, to move him up down in 1 and 2. Didn't really work. But when you got down to 3 and 4, you really pressed the issue and forced him up off the line and got around him. Sounded like that was your plan, but any fear getting in there, maybe getting a little bit hot and clipping a left rear?
Yes and no, because I knew where he was running at, and I knew where I had, I knew where I had to run at, because he wasn't running right on the tires. He was running about a lane up off of it. So I kind of went into 3, and I just wanted to show him my nose, just to let him know I was there, and I didn't want to move him. I was just went in there really deep to show him my nose, and I just rode the brakes all the way through the bottom, and he moved up, and that's the thing I've learned with racing. Show a guy a nose sometimes, and they'll move. So it was a good night, though. It was really good racing.
Looked like it was a lot of fun out there, and lead the last 2 laps, pick up the win here tonight. Who you got to thank for everything, and we'll let you go celebrate, buddy.
Barry for putting the league on. It's quite fun with all these guys that race in real life and on the sim weekly, and Black Diamond Motorsports, Sharply Advantage, FK Roddins, everyone that helps out, and you for broadcasting it.
All right, man. Congratulations on another great win, and we look forward to seeing you the rest of the week, sir.
Thank you.
Your winner tonight, Mason Hannigan. Thoughts, Dom? We saw a great race.
Yeah, it was a great race indeed. Too bad there for David Diller. He had a really good chance of winning it and kind of threw it away in that last car. But good race. It was exciting all over the track.
Yeah, fantastic. That's 7 down, 5 to go with this series, and Keegan extending the lead. Somebody's going to have to do something if they're going to catch him in the points, and it's going to have to start next week for sure.
Without a doubt.
All right. Well, that is going to do it for us tonight. Actually, you know what? It will not. Let's roll a quick run through the results here. Let's say Mason Hannigan wins it. Mike Keegan second, Max Stambaugh third, David Diller was fourth, Travis Oldfield fifth, Tyler Street in sixth, Trevor Berry seventh, Brad Lamerson was eighth, Ty Williams in ninth, 10th to Donald Swanson, Chris Verdo 11th, Sam Whitty in 12th. The much maligned this evening, Thomas Schinderly in 13th, and his partner in crime, Tyler Rankin. Those two guys had a really, really rough night tonight. Rankin in 14th, and then Jason Nygaard, who could not make the call for the A-Main, 15th on this deal. Schinderly and Rankin, just a horrible night for those two guys tonight.
Yeah, it was rough for those two. Gotten together a couple times, involved in a couple cautions. Sometimes you have good nights, sometimes you have bad nights.
And I tell you what, on a bull ring, it's either going to go well or poorly for you. Usually there's not much middle of the road, and for those two guys, just this was not their cup of soup. So we'll see if they can improve on that next week. I appreciate you being in the booth with me, Dom. Look forward to calling the late model race with you here in just a little bit.
Yeah, see you in a little bit.
All right, that is going to do it for us here, Great Lakes Sim Racing Series. We appreciate everybody tuning in, guys. Don't forget, like, shares, and follows. Right back here, same bat time, same bat channel next Sunday night, 7 o'clock Eastern, round number 8 of this series. We'll see who comes home the winner into that one, and if Mr. Keegan's points lead extends or shrinks. But for myself, Dominic Santino, Mike Peterson here at the Dirt Racing Network, appreciate everybody tuning in again. Thank you, folks. Everybody keep it dirty until the next time. Good night.